Hi beauties, it's Jean with Beauty and the Stamper, and I must apologize. I have been gone because I have been so sick. But I wanted to show you guys a quick little ornament. We did an ornament exchange with some girlfriends of mine. And I'm going to take my 2-inch punch, and I have 2 pieces of designer series paper here because I can cut through 2 pieces at a time. And I'm going to cut out 2 circles. Now, I already cut out 18 other circles. And so what we want to do is we want to fold these up to look like this. So it kind of has a triangle in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little triangle. I already have this one made. And the way you do that is you take a circle, a 2-inch circle, just like you would, and you are going to fold that right in half. Then you're going to unfold it, and you're going to fold that right in half again. So now you have a middle circle, or a middle point. You see that little dot right there? So then you're going to take one edge, and you're going to fold that edge to that middle dot. And you're going to score that. Then you're going to do the same thing to that middle dot and score it. And then the same thing to that middle dot and score it. Now you're going to have that triangle, or you're going to have a piece like this. Well, I did it with a white 2-inch circle. And you can see that fits right in there. So I cut those sides out. So I just took and cut these sides out of a white circle to make an ornament or a triangle. So I always have this now when I want to make these, and I have made 7 of them so far. So now what we're going to do is we want to make this into this. So we're going to take this, we're going to set it in the middle there, and we're going to fold those sides just like that. We're going to fold these sides, and you'll see the edge comes together. The little points come together. We're going to do the same thing going this way. And again, those points are coming together. And now you have your little folded circle. You're going to fold in, because this is designer series paper. So Stampin' Up! Has double-sided. So you can choose whatever side you want. I want to make this one, only because I don't want the stripes to go all different ways. That could be cute though. So we're going to do that to all of the circles, and you're going to need 20 circles. So once you've made those, you will end up with 20 of these circles. So let me show you what that looks like. We've got all these little circles, and then we're going to put them together. And what you're going to do is you're going to just use glue. I'm just using my regular multi-purpose glue. And you are going to take 2 pieces, starting, well, I think it's got a little bit of glue in there. So let's see if I could get that glue to come out. It wants to come out. There we go. It had a little bit. I literally was making my final one before I walked out the door, and I forgot to put the glue cap on. So you're going to take that, and you're going to take its counterpart and just put them together, and then you have a little bit of time to move around. So you are going to put those together as nice as you can so that you don't see the other side. Just like that. Now, we are going to make 5 of them together, top to top to top. And when you do that, you're going to make a little top or bottom. So you need 5 of those. And we're going to put those together. Again, just like this. Making sure on both sides. You may get a little bit of glue on your fingers, but that's okay. Now I've already made the bottom, so it's going to look like that. But we're going to make the top. And because I want to show you, making the bottom is exactly like making the top. The only difference is we're going to put a hanger on the top because you want it to hang. So we got 4 pieces here, and we need a 5th piece. So you will want to try and stop at 3. You may want to try and stop at 4, but you need to stop at 5. And I have accidentally done 4 before, so you just need to make sure you're counting that properly. And we're going to get that. There we go. Now, when you're doing the bottom, you can glue both sides at the same time, but what we want to do is we want to have a hanger. So we're going to leave it open so that we can put a hanger in there. And the hanger is just going to be a piece of baker's twine, but you could go as fancy as you want. You can go with nice ribbon, you can go with pearls, all kinds of beautiful stuff to hang that on. And I'm just going to make a big loop here. And I make it big because I need to be able to tie it. And then I scooch it over to the edge. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make that big loop. And I'm going to do it 3 times because we want to have a nice big knot. Because that knot is what's going to hold that in. So I'm going to do 3 there. And we made a nice big knot. And it doesn't matter how it looks because we're not going to see it. This is the only part you're going to see. So I'm going to take this part. We are going to glue this right here. And then I'm going to add a little teeny part of glue right there. Why? Because that's where the knot's going to go. And we want to make sure that that knot stays in there. So you see how that just went through there? And then we're going to put those 2 together. And look at that. Now we have a top. And we have the bottom. And then you could just glue those together and make little saucers. But we want to have a middle. So we have used 5 and 5. And so we will have 10 pieces left over. And I just want to make sure we open these up. 2, 4, 6, 8. And I've already started with the 2 that you put together. Now, this one needs to go straight. We don't want it to keep curving around. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this piece straight like that, and then we're going to put this one here. And that's going to start off doing that curve, right? But we don't want that. We want it to go straight. So we're going to put these pieces like this. Get those lined up. And every so often you might have one side that's bigger than the other, and that is okay. It's all going to come together in the end. Of course, if you can get them perfect, that would be the best. So you see how it's already starting to go this way? Well, now we're going to go and we're going to do it this way. So it'll straighten it out. So we just go opposite the entire time. And we're going to put that together. And then we're just going to continue doing that back and forth, back and forth. So I've also accidentally done it on the wrong side. And again, you have to just take that off. So now we're going to go to this side. And again, we're just kind of, I guess, zigzagging is what it would be. but it's opposite ends of what you did prior. And you can see that this is starting to form a straight line. So we're going to put another one on this side. And I'm going to finish this up, and I will tell you about my little reason why I've been gone. So I went to go visit some friends, and we had a great little visit. I was there hanging out with them for a little while, and then I needed to leave because I wanted to go visit my parents for Thanksgiving. So that's what I did. I went to go visit my parents for Thanksgiving. It was just us, just the three of us. It was a great time. And we just made a turkey breast and all the fixings. And it was so nice to just make a little bit of this, a little bit of that, not have to go totally crazy and all out. But it was just so sweet. And if you ever had like just a little 3-person Thanksgiving, it's special. It really is. And especially when you don't know, you know, when you're getting older parents, you never know. You have to treat every single time that you see them like just loving it, because you never know. I mean, and not just because your parents are old, right? Just at any age, I feel like I didn't realize that until my brother passed away at the age of 40 or 41. How old was he? He was gonna be 42, so he was 41. In the middle of the night, I had seen him the night before. God had blessed me with letting me at least be visiting in California. And so he passed away while I was out at a YouTube event. So anyways, I bunny trailed there, but I just was going to say, you never know when God's going to take one of his children home. So, you know, I take all of these extra Christmases. I feel like they're all extra, just because we're blessed with them another year. So if you are not, then you know exactly what I mean, I'm sure. And I am so sorry for that. But what I do love is when we do have like a family get together, like a Christmas or a Thanksgiving, we leave an open chair for the people who have left us, and we still remember them. So I don't know why I'm getting all sappy, because my whole entire point was to tell you that I ended up getting sick after that trip. I was so sick for so long, so you could probably still hear it in my voice. So here we go. And that is the whole reason why I wasn't here. I told you all of that just to tell you that that is why I wasn't here. You can probably still hear it in my voice. I just was not into it. So you can see how it came out in a nice line. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And then when we put these two together, it's going to make that middle piece. So we're going to take that. And put those two pieces together. And see how everything just lines up so nicely. There we go. Now we've got, I like this glue because it gives you a little bit of leeway, but that's it. If you don't get it in that time, sorry, Charlie. You're not going to get it. So we're going to put on the bottom piece. And on this one, I put the glue on all of them right away. And you want to, again, put enough of the glue because you're going to have to move it around. And like I said, you only have a certain amount of time. And if you run out of time with that glue, it's going to let you know. So I put enough. And I'm even putting extra since I'm doing a video. And you're going to kind of put that first layer together and the second layer together and get that as straight as possible, and then move on to your next two. And you at this point will get a little bit of glue on your fingers. It's just gonna happen. And you've got those now two together, and you can see you're gonna have to move pieces around a little bit. See how you can see that, and hope that it is still giving you some time. And it looks like they're all doing pretty good. You could stick your fingers in there and move these around. So you might want to use that as your top. Take advantage of the little tips and tricks here. And see, I think, yep, we're able to move that just a little bit. This is the hardest part. But once you get it, it's going to be so good and nobody will notice. And now we've got that half of a ball. And we're going to finish that up by doing the same thing. So I'm going to put glue on these pieces. Now, I only put one cord to hold the ball. It is very light, but you know what? You could put like a nice sturdy ribbon, or I have a little bit of glue on my fingers I need to get off. Or you can make like a tassel, just like you did out the top, and have it hang out the bottom. So there's so many different ways that you can make these. Once this is done, I will be done, but I'm also going to tell you a little bit about how you can really dress this up. You can make it look, oh, we're coming into a little snag here. Okay, there we go. That didn't line up perfectly, so now I'm going to go through and line everything up. But you could go through, and this is such a cute ornament as is, but because I was sick, I didn't have time to do all my girlfriend's ornaments, other than like I'm showing you here. But you could go in, look at how cute that is. And that's how you make that. But you could go in afterwards and you could put a little diamond in each one of these, or some type of holly, or put some up at the top, you know, decorate the top. You could go in with some ink and vintage it up, make it look really pretty. And like I said, have a tassel maybe hanging out the bottom. But that's it. I hope you like it. Again, 22-inch circles. You can make them smaller with a 1.5 or larger with a 3-inch. But this one just seems to be a nice ornament size. And there you go. So I hope you like this. It's going to look so cute on the tree. And also it could be a great, you know, on a gift. So a nice little bow for a gift. So, all right, beauties, thank you for sticking with me and coming back and seeing me. Oh, let me show you, for sticking around, let me show you some of the other great ornaments that I got. So I think you've seen this one. This one is a one that I made for you guys in the past. But look, you guys, I am not the talented one in this group at all. Look how beautiful that is. Look at this one. That is a pine cone. She went through and painted and glittered the edges. And I don't know if you can see or not, there are little red gems in there as well. Let me see. I'm bringing out a couple more. Look at that. Beautiful. This is all paper, you guys. It's all paper crafting. Let's see. We've got this one here. Again, paper crafting on a lovely little grapevine wreath. We have this little angel made out of folded paper. Another little angel. This one is made out of 3 circles, just like the ones we used, and then a beaded pearl to make a lovely angel. And oh my gosh, you guys, these Jengas, I have to show you. They're little Jenga pieces that you get from the Dollar Tree. And she painted this one to look like Rudolph. And she painted this one to look like Santa Claus. And this one to look like a little gift. We've got this one to look like a little gingerbread. And then finally, this little snowman. Can you believe how cute? And I will need to glue this back on because I must have been a little too hard in playing around with these, and a little jingle bell fell off. So I'm going to put that back on here. And there we go. Cute little jingle bell for the snowman. So there we go, guys. Look at all these great ornaments I got. And then this again is the one that I traded all these or swapped all these for. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a very Merry Christmas. And don't worry, I still owe you more cards. I still have 6 more cards left until Christmas. So have a wonderful holiday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!